the servants leaders, sent me a Gmail chat, and basically just saying that they weren't going to be able to make it to our weekly leaders meeting, which was going to be later in that week because their church had a function for, at the same time. And I was thinking to myself, I'm glad that this person's telling me this, and no problem, whatnot. And part of me was like, oh, how committed are you, whatnot. And I thought about it for a second there, and I responded this way. I responded by saying, I'm really glad that you're telling me this. And I said, you're making actually the right decision, the best decision. And I began telling them that that's what servants was for. Servants is so that we can, help the local church. This ministry is so we can help develop leaders so that they can reach their potential, so that eventually they can, make an impact in the world. And I started thinking about that, and I said, your role, your responsibility, first and foremost, is to your church, and I'm glad you made that decision. And our hope is that what we can do is, help people, students such as yourself, make those better decisions. Servants has been in existence for, 15 years, and for as long as I can remember, our main focus was that we were a parachurch ministry, dedicated to building leaders, raising leaders, coming alongside of the church, and developing lifelong leaders for Christ, servant leaders for Christ. And I had to sit there and think, are we really doing that? Is that something that we're accomplishing? Are we being true to what we say we are? Servants it's not a church. Servants will never be a church. Actually, we're in an area in the middle of the city of Chicago, where UIC campus, where so many people come to that school. It's a commuter school. There's a lot of people on campus as well, but so many people come to that school, and they're part of a huge resource of churches all in that Chicago area, and it's an amazing and great thing. And we're not trying to be another church. Our goal is, again, to partner along with the church and help raise these leaders so that they can go back to their home church and be better servants. If I were to ask these leaders in our ministry, if I were to ask them, what is the goal of servants, I think we'd get so many different answers. Nobody probably knows the main goal of this ministry. And so, as a leader, I'm starting to think, what are we doing? How can we get on the same page? I've been reading this book, and one of the things that it talked about was, if there's one person and they don't know the direction, they're not going to go anywhere, right? If they don't have direction, they're not going to go anywhere. And then you get a group of people together that don't have direction, and the book says that they can end up everywhere, which is true. Just people with different understandings, different directions, different goals, different visions, and you get mediocrity, and you end up everywhere. No substantial strength, which is what a ministry needs. But if you get a group of people that know the vision and know the goal and know what the mission is of that organization or ministry, then they can change the world. They can make impact. And so as we look forward to what God's going to be doing in this servants ministry, where we want to be true to partnering with the church. We want to be true to developing these students, not just in a way where they experience large group sessions of great praise and worship, small groups and this and that, but it's going to go a little bit deeper, and in a way where hopefully by the time these students graduate, they can go, and on a weekly basis, on a monthly and yearly basis, the church and the workplace, they'll start to see that there's something different about these students, and what is it, and that's our goal. We want to make an impact. We want to be able to be a generation that changes the world.